I'm Jeremiah Wood here with the Sunbirds Sports Network. We're joined by women's soccer head coach Erik Farfan, sophomore Caressa Archie, and senior Sarah King to talk about the upcoming season. Coach, last season, your first year in Division II, ended the year with a 5-7-5 record. Some good moments in between there. Just kind of rehash that year for us, what your first year was like, and both in terms of the competition and the travel schedule and some of the new things.
Sure. Last year we feel like we went out and competed well in our first year in the Pac West and playing NCAA Division II. We feel like, again, a number of our games last year were close competitions, and we're looking forward to another great defensive year as we were able to achieve last year, and we're looking to provide more offensive punch this year, and have brought in a number of girls who we feel can contribute to that. So we feel like definitely with our first year under our belt, we're more prepared than ever to go out and not only compete in the Pac West, but vie for our team goal, which is a top 3 finish, and we truly feel like we can compete for a Pac West title as well. So we're confident, cautiously optimistic, but we feel like if everybody stays healthy and we prepare as well as we can, that we have a great opportunity to compete and have a successful season as far as a win-loss record. So,
Cara, tell us a little bit about some of those newcomers. I know some of them were girls you played against in high school, even one of your former teammates. What have you kind of seen out of them in training camp to start the year? What are you expecting out of the new girls?
Well, first and foremost, God's really blessed us with a great group of girls coming in, and I really see that we're going to get more goals in the back of the net, but more importantly, we have such a great team chemistry that was stronger than it was last year, and a bunch of girls determined to get it back in the net and create options for us. So, and working back with Gooch, Alyssa Nakaguchi, so I think that will help us because we'll have familiarity in the back, and it'll just be as strong as it was last year, hopefully. So.
Sarah, this team played in 8 overtime games last year, ended the year with 5 ties. Tell us a little bit about how playing in close games like that has prepared you guys for this year, and then how do we turn some of those ties into victories this time around?
I think playing so many ties has helped us become more mentally driven. Everybody that's competitive always wants to win, so when you tie game after game, it just makes you want more. And so I think that it's going to prepare us for this year. And we also have a lot of returning seniors who they want to go out with a bang because it's our last year and we want to give it all we have.
Coach, tell us a little bit about some of those returners specifically, and then what you expect out of the senior leadership this year.
Sure. As Sarah mentioned, we have a number of seniors this year that came in as a big freshman class together, and we feel like the 2 girls to my left here will certainly provide for a returners that are going to contribute. We have a number of girls that throughout the defensive line, Clara Butner and Brianna Reyes, who we feel will come in and do well. Grecia Bustos out on the left side for us, and through the midfield line, Jessica Castillo, a senior, Sarah Vega, senior. We also have had some real promise in Tori Sena coming back as a junior this year, and she's doing some really great things for us. And then we have our front runners that we also feel with a year under their belt as freshmen, Amanda Huddick and Joanna Valtierra, that can come in and really contribute as well. But along with our returners, we feel like with the leadership that they can provide, and as the girls have mentioned, the quality of the players that we have had come in this year, that we feel like we can go out and compete at a very high level. So it'd be a significant learning curve for the newcomers, but we feel they're prepared for it, and so far they've been responding well. So we're excited.
Cara, you obviously had a great freshman season. You were named to the Pac West preseason all-conference team. Tell us a little bit about, do you feel any kind of extra pressure heading into this year now that every team knows what to expect from you, or what are kind of some of your goals as a sophomore?
Oh, yeah, pressure is definitely on. So every team will be gunning for our defensive line. But I feel with the returning players and those coming in that we can meet up to our own standards and go beyond that. And just my goals for this year to even less goals in the back of our net and to really work with our defensive line and even midfields to forwards to make it a whole unit so that we're an unstoppable force.
Sarah, we were predicted 9th place out of 13 teams in the Pac West in the preseason poll. Being picked 9th like that, does that provide any extra motivation for the team?
I think it does. I think that we were underrated probably because looking at our record, it didn't seem as great as if you were coming to our games in person. And so I think that it'll provide us a lot of motivation to work even harder because we want to win. And we're just hoping and praying to do our best and come out with a lot of wins.
Coach, we get the top 3 teams in the league, Cal Baptist, Azusa, Point Loma, get them all at home this year.
Sure.
What's it going to take to get over the hump this year and get some wins against those teams specifically?
Sure. And we've been able to compete against each of those teams for the last number of years. I know Azusa Pacific's the only one on our list that as a program we haven't beaten in history. So they're definitely high on our priority list of those teams to dethrone. Cal Baptist coming back as the repeat Pac West champions and NCCAA national 2-time champions. That they're also one of the formidable opponents that we feel as if we come in prepared and played our potential for the entire 90 minutes and or plus, and that we've been last year went to a number of overtime games, that our chances are good, and we proved that against Point Loma also last year, unfortunately losing to them in double overtime in the last minute and a half of the match. So it's a matter of coming out and having a complete performance and not only competing to our potential and playing to our potential, but just also believing that we as a group that we can beat those top-notch teams which have joined the Pac West and have come over from the GSAC along with us. So we're looking forward to that challenge. It provides a definite challenging home schedule, but we'd much rather be playing them here in front of our home crowd than down south and at their places. So we're looking forward to it, and we feel like again, if we play to our potential and worry about the things that we can control and how we play and what we do, that we can be successful against all 3 of those teams. So that's where we're at, and we feel like this year will be a positive year if we can go in with that approach. So
the Sunbirds open the season this Thursday night at 7 p.m. against Cal State East Bay. For the Sunbirds Sports Network, I'm Jeremiah Wood.